a vision for our city. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Joel Castone. I am the first person in the history of Washington, D.C. to be elected as a public official while incarcerated. I am also a self-published author. I am a criminal justice consultant. I am a licensed insurance agent, a financial coach, and I'm proud to say I'm the first person to be inducted in the We Aspire program while I was incarcerated. Today, I'm here to talk to you about my business, Currency Catchers. The minimum value product of my company is my books. I produce or publish 4 modules. Each module covers a specific task. I recently put all 4 books into one volume, and I received an endorsement from a illustrious figure, Miss Kardashian, that stated that we can make a lot of money together. I use my modules to teach after-school programs in the community. I also teach a DC high school investment club. Also use my modules rather, to teach incarcerated people. I also use my curriculum to teach returning citizens. And also I leverage my story, my product, my business as a way to share my story with speaking engagements. My business model is simple. My books range from $9 to $15. Speaking engagements range from $500 and upward. Workshops from $600 and upwards. Coaching sessions from $125 per hour. Incorporated since June the 15th, 2022, I've been fortunate to meet over $15,000 in revenue. My vision is to provide financial literacy and personal financial service at scale. I can't be in every space at one time. There's not enough for me to get around. My story has been electrifying. However, I want everyone to receive personal financial services at scale. To do so, I want to create a web and mobile app. This allows everyone to have access to my product. Oftentimes, when it's people like me that comes where I come from, and we talk about finance, we do so at an exorbitant rate. Once I scale the business, I allow it to keep my fees affordable, that the people that need it the most can have access to the content. According to our good friends at Business of Apps, a cost to an app range between $16,000 to $32,000 on the lower end, the middle tier, $32,000 to $48,000, and on the top tier, $72,000+. I did some additional research. Crowdbotics, I inserted some data points, and it kicked out a fee for me. The cost would be between $42,000 and $52,000, which is in standard with the industry as I showed on the previous slide. My ask, I'm asking for $45,000. I want every person in the city of DC, especially our youth, to have access to financial literacy. This right here is what we all need. Why? Here's our common goal. I start off by saying a vision for our city. Our common goal is simple: increase public safety. How do we do so? Reentry, we receive a lot of fanfare for our reentry work, but no entry is better than reentry. We want to turn off the faucet. How do we do that? We empower our young folks how to receive financial literacy, and instead of going into the black market, they can go into the financial markets. I want young people talking about insurance. I want them talking about investing. I want them talking about things that allow them to circumvent the places that many of us went to. Never go to prison. Never go to prison. No entry is better than re-entry. Thank you for your time.
Made yourself. This is very important, like in the neighborhood. You know, All I teach, barber, cosmetology, the basic is business.
Mhm.
And this is the way, and I think all of us in here need to do this, because we can work, get paid, or work, get paid, get paid, get paid. This is the way you work, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid.
Mhm. Absolutely, absolutely, thank you, thank you.
My question is about how will you raise the additional funds if you're trying to get to 45,000? What are some of the strategies that you're looking at to raise additional funds? Will you take on equity investors in the business?
Well, shout out first and foremost to We Aspire. The main thing I learned in this cohort here was the fact about the CBE. Where's my guy? He's in the back. Well, you nailed it. He nailed that right there. He nailed it for each and every one of us, showing us how important to have a CBE.
Amen.
My first step is to get a CBE. We are cash strapped. Fortunate to be cash strapped right now. Everything I raised today, this is the first round of funding. The next round, every seed I get is going into the business. I'm not living off the business right now. Everything's being reinvested back into the business. Again, my mission is for every person in the District of Columbia, particularly our youth. Now I can leverage my relationship with the people in this room to get inside of these middle schools. I didn't say high school. I said middle school, right? We gotta start early, right? We wanna make it common. My comrade here, I gotta shout him out because I was a toddler when I was under his tutelage, right? I came to prison when I was 16. I met William T. Lawson when he was, 20 plus something years? I did 27 years, consecutive years as a child to adult. Next month I'll be 47 years old, right? I don't want that to be our story no more. I want our kids to say, I did 27 years, they never went to prison. So finance, I was a geek, I'm a financial nerd, I embrace it now, right? I sat in front of CNBC and Bloomberg and studied and studied and studied. I haven't even been here for what? I think it's my 16th month of freedom. I did the first year as a public official for everyone, and then at the top of the year now, I got off the ANC gig and started putting my emphasis on my business. So now I'm just now getting started myself. The success I've had, I want to share with others, and I have more to go. So that is the route. CBE, the second round, when I deal with other financial people, all the relationships I have, that I can get to 45,000. But there's another idea, if I can say, what's my time? The other idea I had. When I was inside of YME, the Young Men Emerging Program in DC jail, my colleague Michael Woody and I, we incentivized these young folks, the 18 to 25, you remember, Kate, because you came there, right? We incentivized them with good behavior. We create our own money. I want to be the Jerome Powell in our community. I want to incentivize good behavior by allowing our young people to do good deeds in the community and get paid for it. That way they will not go into the black market. Hustling will not be popular. What will be popular things we're doing today. President. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.